Hey guys, what's up? Hello, how are you doing? It's freaking hot today in Grahamstown, 36, sweating in places I shouldn't be sweating. That is why I've got this beautiful glow about me. Sweat, very attractive. So I'm waiting here for Alex. He's finishing work now at 12 and he dropped off here. I was busy listening to 5FM and they're busy talking about crazy ex-boyfriends and girlfriends, and I was like, I've got a story to tell about my crazy ex. And I thought, let me share. So way back when I was still in high school and a young one, I was dating this guy that was freaking completely and utterly mental, like and jealous and possessive and what. Look, I like a little bit of jealousy in a relationship. I think there has to be some, because otherwise there's no love. I mean, glory a little bit, but not to the point where they control you, what you eat, what you wear, what you do, who you see, and what. So anyway, this dude I was dating, every time I would come over for the weekend and visit him, it was very noisy at the damn cars. He would literally, as I walked in, take my phone and check my phone. I wasn't allowed to take my phone with me to the bathroom. I wasn't allowed to take it with me to the toilet. I wasn't allowed doing anything. And this carried on for quite some time, over and above everything else that was happening in between, Go out to the club, had to wear polo neck, for Pete's sakes. Polo neck, do a clubbing and go dancing. What the freak? And then would literally, because I like to scan out the people and check what's happening and watch people dance, and then it would be like one of those, who do you want to, sleep with? Yeah, which guy do you find attractive? And it would be a big fight. And then I would end up leaving. Unbeknown to me at that time, there was chicks there that he had been with that he didn't want me to find out about. So anyway, back to the story thing. So one night I was like, why is this guy so interested in what's on my phone and everything? And I'm all about the privacy and not being on people's phone, but I was like, I'm gonna do some of my own investigations, eye for an eye. So wait till he falls asleep, wait for the deep snoring in the mouth to hang open, and I'm like, now it's time, operation check out the cell phone, right? So can't find the cell phone anywhere. This oak fell asleep with his cell phone in his hand under his pillow. So I'm like, I'm going to get the cell phone. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. But let me tell you something, my heart was beating. It's dead silence. It's the middle of the freaking night. It's pitch dark in the room. I got my cell phone torch, checking out everything. Take his fingers, ply it off from the phone, quickly run to the kitchen, sit there in the corner, proper missions, okay? So I check on his contact list, there's 2 or 3 of each guy's name, and I'm like, highly suspicious, right? So back then it wasn't, what was it? It was Mixit. Was it Mixit? Yeah, Mixit. I think it was Mixit. So I literally messaged all those double numbers, and I'm like, yo, come online, let's chat. One replied, okay, and it was a chick that said, listen, I can't speak right now. My boyfriend's sleeping next to me, and she's like, did you get the photos I sent you? So I was like, let me check this man's gallery. Idiot, doesn't delete anything or put anything in a hidden folder. Not that I know if was that back then. I mean, I think now it's actually a little bit more easier to get away with crap. And I was looking through the photos and everything. Let me tell you something. It was like Jerry effing Springer up in that thing. I literally switched the lights on, pulled the blankets back. I was like, what the beep, 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 beep. Like a freaking, you don't even know what. So his parents come downstairs to check what's happening, but this time he already pulled the cell phone away from my hand and deleted what he needed to delete. And when they asked about the phone, he said there's nothing, I'm freaking crazy and everything. He has my phone checked, she's a lunatic. How do you delete stuff that fast? He must have actually just deleted his entire freaking album and his whole freaking life. But I was with him for a freaking long time. It was a controlling, and then it became a physically abusive relationship, and that's why I got out, because my mom was beaten up by her boyfriends, and at the time it was always something that I thought was acceptable behavior, because the boyfriend beat my mom up, and then it'd be flowers and gifts the next day, or here's my card, go shopping, and everything's all good in the hood. And I thought, this is acceptable behavior, right? Sorry, I have to dab my face. Oh, it's so freaking hot. I'm sweating out of places I shouldn't sweat. And growing up, it messed me up, because I was like, this is the norm, your boyfriend loves you, but he hurts you, but it's okay to say sorry and all is forgiven, and then you move forward. And I learned a long time after that what my worth was, and that type of behavior is not okay, and that based on his actions, all his controlling and jealousy and accusations, everything came down to him actually doing it to me. And he was thinking to himself, hey, if I can get away with it this easily, she's getting away with it as well. Rich coming from me because of my past and whatever, but back then, I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen. But it made me realize that a lot of times in relationships, when there is, you know, so much of that, they've either been hurt by people who've cheated on them, or, you know, they're doing the same to you. So yeah, it was one hell of a ride. I mean, this oak, he messed me up something terrible. It took me a long freaking time for me to realize that, you know, I'm better than this. And the unfortunate thing was, you know, he really made me feel, and I was just wish I just knew better for myself, but he made me believe that no one else would want me. Like, this is as good as it's gonna get. And he really did. He brainwashed me. Absolutely. And it was like my first love, you know, going into everything was the first time of everything. It was just everything. But he was an absolute psycho. However, down the line, same things happened to him. We both grew up, and he did apologize, and I did forgive him. We were young and stupid, man, young and dumb. But yeah, what a freaking... So yeah, I mean, there's always signs in a relationship, girls, you know. Google them, Pinterest them, do what you need to do. But I mean, yeah, crazy ex. I mean, I might be a little bit crazy too. I am freaking jealous, even over my friends. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you cut my hair, I'll bleed green. I mean, I also have ugly tendencies, but not to the point where I will degrade a person or bring them down. So yeah, that's that crazy little story to share with you. The sweat is running off me. It is so gross. It is so sexy. I mean, how do you people live? Zachy Bear, if you watch this, I was busy still waffling on for days of our lives. And then I just looked down and realized my phone wasn't even recording because I had reached my storage capacity. And then before I even got a chance to delete everything and carry on with my story, Alex was already at the car door, like, Scafie Lay sister, it's time to go home. But anyway, I ended off that little last part. Just asked my brother, because he's in Pietermaritzburg, how the fudge does he live there with this heat, because I can't deal. I've said it once, I've said it twice, and I'll say it every time. I cannot deal with the heat. But anyway, just to end off this message, I just want to say to all you ladies out there, including you guys, know your self-worth, love yourself. If you're in a toxic relationship, whoopsie, sorry, my camera's shaking, get out. Your tears aren't worth it. You are beautiful, you are kind, and you deserve everything of the best. Don't let anyone think, make you feel and think any differently, or bring you down, or anything. Don't let anybody bring you down. You be the best person and the version of yourself. Don't be anyone else because everybody else is taken. You know that saying. And yeah, just, you know, there's someone out there for everyone. You don't have to be stuck in a relationship thinking this is going to be the best. So if you're not happy, there's something better. You know, when they close the door, the window opens, blah, 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 blah. But it's true. It really is. And the grass is actually greener on the other side. In most times. It just depends on, you know, once you've realized, you know, what you want and what you need, and actually sticking by it. Rich coming from me, I know it's easy to, you know, give advice and take it, but it is the truth. You know, you must love yourself, and you guys are all beautiful and deserve nothing but the best. And on that note, I just want to wish you guys all a lekker weekend, and keep well, keep safe, and keep cool. Until next time, bye guys.